hopefully this truck is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Hey guys, what is up? It is Limitluss, and today I am bringing you guys a brand new video. So as you guys can see, we are playing some Forza Motorsport 6, and most of you guys have probably already seen this truck. Now if you guys don't know, this truck came in the select car pack during the July DLC. If you guys want to see the overview of that pack, a link to that will be down in the description. Go ahead, head over there, check it out. And yeah, so I've seen a lot of people attempt to drift this truck. Now as you guys can see, it is an absolutely crazy truck. The engine is behind the cab of the truck, and most of the weight in the truck is in the front. So whenever people are trying to drift this, it's not working too well because they don't have enough weight on the back, and you can't really get the back end out. But today, I'm going to be trying to slide this truck and get it absolutely sideways. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the upgrading. Alright guys, so with quick upgrade we can go all the way up to A class, but I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. The arrow and appearance, you can't really see it. Let me go ahead and adjust the camera. Okay, I like this. That's nice. I like it. So we're going to put it on the front splitter. It's just going to raise up our G's. I don't even know what that means. And then the wing on this truck is absolutely ridiculous. Like I believe it's almost the same exact height as the truck, which is absolutely crazy. As you guys can see, it's like the same height as the truck. It's the biggest wing in Forza Motorsport 6, but we're going to go ahead and put it on because hashtag race truck. But next, we're going to go ahead and, obviously, it's the race tire because it is a race truck. And we're going to max this thing out so that we can hopefully put a nice tune on it and somewhat be able to get it sideways. And, you know, if this doesn't work, well then, I failed. And I can't drift everything in Forza. But we're going to remove this restrictors plate, and it looks like we're going to come out with 1,162 horsepower. 4,000 pound-feet of torque, which is absolutely ridiculous. This thing weighs just under 12,000 pounds, and yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into tuning. Now, if you guys don't know, you know, tuning basically you can like stiffen up your springs or like dampen them or whatever. And I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna throw some random tune on, and we're obviously going to, you know, get the camber life on, do -5 on the front and rear, and I think that I'm going to want to make this sort of stiff. So I'm going to stiffen up everything, and then we're going to go ahead and jump on to, I believe, Bernie's Alps. Alright guys, so we're jumping onto Bernie's Alps for the first time, and I put this Red Bull paint on because it looks absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing sideways. Okay, so I did a little bit of a peel off the line, and these gears are so short, it kind of sucks. But let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing sideways. Okay, come on, please. There we go. So it's gonna take me a few laps to get used to, so I'm gonna go ahead, take this thing around a few laps, and hopefully get used to it, and then I'll be able to drift it really well. Okay, so I had the bright idea of turning tires and fuel on, and wearing my tires down to 100%. Now I kind of did mess with the gears just a tad bit, you know, just stretch them out so that I could get into some higher speeds. And not be all about acceleration. So now I believe I go up to like 7th gear, and then I lose all my gears. Basically, it's just like all the same length of a gear, and it doesn't really work too well. But as you guys can see, I'm constantly spinning that back left tire, and hopefully this truck is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Now one thing that kind of does suck is going back up the hills is sort of hard for this truck, and you know, it's sort of difficult, but as you guys can see, I'm saying a solid 40 miles an hour, and you know, keeping this truck sideways is not very hard at all. Now that I said that, I'm slowing down, and you know, so you're gonna have to pick up your speed, and it's gonna be better on like a downhill track, and you know, you're obviously going to be able to do better. But if you pick up your speed with 100% tire wear and you fling this thing, it's definitely going to spin for you. Now, like I said guys, I did mess with the tune a little bit. I stiffened up a whole bunch of the suspension. I believe I softened the front just a tad bit, and you know, I messed with the camber, and I did something with the gears. So if you guys want to check out this tune, just look up Limitluss Plays my name, and it should be one of the first tunes that pops up for this truck. And you know, it's going to be one of the few drift builds on this truck. Now so far it hasn't really, I haven't really been able to show you guys the potential, so I'm going to go ahead and jump onto a different track with a whole bunch more downhill slopes, and I'll see you guys once up there. Alright guys, so once you get your tire wear to 100%, you basically want to build up enough speed to get some sort of entry in the truck, and you want to throw it around the corner, you know, as hard as you can. Now, as you guys can see, I'm actually spinning out because of the fact that I have zero traction on my tires. And I know a whole bunch of you guys are probably going to be like, oh, this doesn't really work too well. It doesn't work, clickbait or whatever, but you know, if you get used to this truck with 0% or 100% tire damage and you actually get it sideways, you can make some sick, like, tandems in this truck. Like, getting two of these trucks beside each other drifting would be absolutely crazy. Now, as you guys can see, knock on wood, I'm holding this drift pretty well, and, you know, I'm building up these points. Obviously, I'm only going 35 miles an hour, but you can't really go too fast when you have 100% tire wear. And as soon as I said that, I would spin out and lose my 5,000 point drift streak. Yeah, so the way you build up speed is you never put full throttle with 100% tire wears, and you kind of want to keep your RPM super low. Whenever you start sliding, either let off the throttle or shift down. And you should be able to build up your speed. Now, the bad thing about Lime Rock is up here, there's actually a huge hill. Well, I say huge. It's not really huge. It's just in a truck with 0% tire wear, it's going to be pretty hard to get up this hill sometimes, so you kind of gotta like power out of it, but try not to spin your tires or else you will get stuck on the hill, which really sucks. But let's go ahead and get this thing sideways one more time. So I threw it too sideways and didn't give it enough angle, so I kind of like spun out. Okay, so I've had a few practice laps with the semi-truck, and as you guys can see, I can hold it pretty sideways. As you can also see, I'm only going 30 miles an hour, so it's not fast at all. You can't really go too fast when you've got 100% tire wear and you're trying to drift sideways. But basically, you just want to build up your speed by, as you guys can see, I stay in third gear taking off, and I try and keep it in low RPMs, and as soon as the tires start to spin, I either let off or I shift down or shift into the next gear, and that'll keep your RPMs low. It'll make your tires not spin, and you'll be able to pick some sort of speed. Now, one tip that I want to give you guys is if you are on a drift track and it does have a hill, get your speed up and try not to spin your tires on the hill, because I'll show you why. It makes it super hard to get up, and luckily I had enough momentum going to let me get up the hill, and you know, be able to actually get up the hill, because if I didn't have any momentum, that would have been a very, very long hill climb. So again, guys, just build up your speed, tap the E just a little bit. Your tires are going to spin either way because you've got 100% tire wear, and you can't really go too fast. I mean, it's no 60-mile-an-hour drift like it is whenever you're drifting like an actual drift car, like an S15 or something like that. But again, guys, this is just a little tiny way to be able to drift this truck. If you guys want to throw tandems, get a sick, like absolutely crazy montage, if you guys send it in to me, that would be absolutely crazy. Send me a link or something like that, and you know, I would definitely put it up on the channel, you know, just saying. But again, guys, if you do want to check out this tune, go ahead and look up Limitluss Plays on the tune shop, and it should be one of the first tunes that comes up for this truck, and you should be able to then drift this truck. Just put on tires and gas, and you should be able to drift this truck as soon as you hit 100% tire wear. And yeah, so again, guys, if you do get a video with you and your buddy throwing some tandems, go ahead, send me a link to it or something like that, and I'll definitely check it out and give you guys props, because that would be absolutely crazy. But today, guys, this is gonna end this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button. Again, don't forget to check out the select car pack. A link to that will be down in the description. If you are enjoying today's video, again, just be sure to hit that like button, guys. We are at 98 subscribers. We're 2 subscribers off of 100 subscribers, and I'm doing a crazy giveaway. So get this channel out there, and we should have that giveaway up here soon. But anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Peace.